Hey, it's Lee, and I'm here with another pizza review. I've got a bunch of these Ristorante pizzas, and all the ones that qualify for my current ranking system, where it's basically cheese or pepperoni pizzas, or basically singular meats, we'll say. I will be reviewing. This is Ristorante, pizza Quattro Formaggi, which essentially means four cheese. I've had this before, but it's been quite a while. Couple things to know about it. 340 grams, so it's a light pizza. It's pretty thin crust. From what I can remember, and last time I was wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure these little dots of kind of liquidy cheese are really nice. But we'll see. I might be wrong again. This goes in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I know this will not fill me, so I'm actually making something else with it, a little side. Yeah, let's take a look at it out of the wrapper. So here's the pizza out of the wrapper. Very, very nice cheese coverage. Looks really good. And these globs look really nice. They tend to open up as it warms up. I used to think these would be hard, but they actually end up being liquid. I felt you judging me while I was actually opening the wrapper. I felt you judging me for saying that I can eat this whole thing and still keep eating. This is like 8 inches across. That's not even a small pizza in a lot of cases. I'm a very big man. I can eat a large pizza on my own if I really want to. I don't anymore. But yeah, you can keep your judgments to yourself, okay? I totally heard you, and I didn't like it. So yeah, really good cheese coverage. Gonna toss this in the oven. Does not take long. Goes directly on the rack, I believe. And should have it out in a few minutes. I do have something else in the oven, so it might be slightly unevenly cooked because I won't be able to pop it right in the center of the oven. But hopefully it works out. So next time you see me, or at least see it, it will be on a pan. Right, this thing is done, and it looks really, really good. What are observations? It seems like the tops of these little things have browned even more than I thought they would. Like I said before, my oven heats up pretty quickly, but everything looks good. Feels like it's got a good crisp going on. Let's slice into it and see what we see. But so far, this looks very promising. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just going into quarters since this pizza's relatively small. Yeah, I guess it's time for a taste test, and I'll be back with a review. All right, it's time for a review. First, I'll start with some pro tips. Pro tip number 1, don't dig into this pizza right away. Let it sit for a little bit. I know they all say you should let them sit, but most of the times it doesn't matter. With this thing, it definitely matters. I burnt my hand, I burnt my mouth, I burnt everything. Be smart about it. Let it sit for a few minutes. I just wanted to get this review done. I really enjoyed this, and it's strange that I like it so much because it's not the most exciting thing when you look at it, but some good things. The crust is super crispy, and it's so thin that it doesn't feel doughy. It doesn't feel super dry. It's just really nice. The outer cheese is nice and crispy and stuck to the crust. I love it. It tastes really good. The cheese in general, there's plenty of it, which is really nice. But the sauce, it's the same sauce as they use on their other pizzas. It's a little bit bland, but that's fine. The strength of this is these little puddles of cheese. And what happens is, one of the cheeses they put in there, which is such a weird choice, is blue cheese. They don't even say what kind, they just say blue cheese. And the blue cheese adds a little bit of funk to the mix that you don't expect, and it's super pleasant. It's like a wonderful little burst of something. With a lot of these pizzas, I end up kind of going like, it's okay. But that little bit of funk really mixes this up, makes it so much better. I am going to use my burnt fingers or excuse me, my burnt props. I call them props. To give a rating on this, and this is going to be, I believe, 2 high ratings in a row, but this to me is, again, I'm giving halves now. I should have even gone decimal points and forgotten the props, but I will go 3 over here, 5 over here. You know what? I'm going to toss an extra 0.5 on that. I think this is an 8.5. I really enjoyed this. I wish it was twice that size. But yeah, really tasty. Actually bigger than I thought it was. I was kind of talking shit about it earlier being too small, but it's bigger than I thought. But yeah, really tasty. I love the little blue cheese kick. Sometimes you just kind of need something weird like that, and it totally works on this. All right. Thanks for watching.